We're back with After the Impact. How are you? Hope you are doing well tonight. It's a little after 10:15, so welcome to those who came back to join us for our after show. And we're not going to keep you very, very long tonight. We've got work tomorrow morning, so we're gonna make this short and sweet tonight. I was just telling Jeff, I'm still kind of lamenting a little bit. I guess it just hit me, that it's probably the last time we'll see Josh on Impact. And I gotta admit, it's sometimes when you're a fan of someone, and listen, I know that you're being a little bit selfish, I guess maybe, but and I'm sure that he's going to end up in AEW, and I'm sure that's going to be great for him and great for his family, and great for whatever he does, whether that's reunite with his longtime friend Ethan Page, and others down there. I don't know, but I'm a little disappointed. I told Jeff he was a guy that I enjoyed seeing every week on Impact Wrestling, and it's gonna be tough not seeing him there anymore. So that sucks. It happens. It goes with the territory. Wrestlers switch. They go different places. They gotta do what they got to do for themselves and for their family and for their well-being. So obviously, and I just went on Twitter and I said what I felt. I mean, I thanked him for being nice enough to come on our show, and thanked him for providing us with a lot of entertainment over these past few years. And I'll miss him for sure, Jeff.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. If he ends up going elsewhere, which you look at his Twitter and you kind of put stuff together.
Yeah.
If he's not going to be there, that it really stinks.
Yeah.
He's not going to be there.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes you just end up getting to be a fan of a person. We learned a little bit about him when we did have him on our show and talked to him, and he seems like he's obviously he's a great wrestler, but he seems like he's just a great guy. And you don't always get that combination. And he just seems like he's a genuinely great guy until it could, James. It could be a swerve. And you know what? If it is, he swerved the hell out of me. In fact, swerved me enough to put a post on Twitter. So I'm going to look like a fool. But hey, if that's the case, listen, I'll be okay with that. I'll be all right. I'll be okay to suck it up and be like, yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. I fell for it. But it really looks like, it really looks like it could be the end. I guess we'll see tomorrow when Rampage comes on. We'll see. But yeah. So, all right. Like I said, short and sweet. We're just going to give our scores for the show, and then we'll just go over a couple of bullet points. I guess that's appropriate. We'll go over a couple little bullet points from the show and stuff like that, and we'll get you on out of here tonight. But and thank you to those who came out and joined us. Conrad's here. I gave Impact 8.75 out of 10. Great show. Morrissey match was crazy. Podcast 10 out of 10. Thanks, Chad. We love you, Josh. Yeah, absolutely. It sucks no more Josh and Impact, but if he is going to AEW, we know he'll be back with Ethan Page. Oh, sure. Yeah, he'll be back with a lot of his friends and stuff like that. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Scott's little speech was complete BS. That would have made me mad too, says Heather. Hey, Mark, how long has he been in Impact Wrestling? Was it 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, he said 3 years. Till he shows up in AEW or wherever, I'm still keeping the faith. Yeah, that's really all you can do. I mean, again, he didn't confirm it. He didn't say I'm gone or anything like that. He hasn't shown up anywhere else, so we don't know for sure. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But that wasn't all that happened, and let's just start by giving scores. Jeff, what was your score for tonight, man?
Man, I'm gonna go 8.75 tonight. I thought the promos were really special tonight. They had some feeling behind them. I mean, they always do, but these were just more, they really did a good job tonight. And then the matches that we got were great. Starting with the BTI match with Lady Frost and I'm drawing a blank in Alicia. So those were good. I really did enjoy tonight.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you know what? That sounds good. I'm going to say 8.75 too. It was a really entertaining show from start to finish. The fact that you can open up a show, which we didn't know we were going to get Josh. So the fact that you can open up a show with 20 minutes of Josh Alexander basically just coming out and cutting a really what seemed like a very heartfelt promo. And then it almost looked like him and Scott were improving a little bit, and even the chat was saying that as well. So you could start off a show with that, and it's good that the entire promo was great, and then lead into the other things. I mean, obviously we got Bullet Club tonight and Violent by Design and the Good Brothers, which that's going to come to an explosive thing. We've got Honor No More, and of course now they have to replace it. Now they got Macklin now on the team. We'll see how that shows up. But we'll see. We'll see where all of it goes. But yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely great. We got the Mickie James match with Chelsea. Now that couldn't finish. It was a false finish. But again, the storyline continues. The storyline goes on. So you're not gonna. They're kind of just teasing a little bit, and they're gonna go on from there. All right. So some let's just go over the big two things, Jeff. This thing with the Bullet Club and the Good Brothers. Obviously, this is something that we were hoping we would see for a long time now. And where do you see? Do you see God getting those titles right away, or do you think they're going to elongate this story a little bit?
I think I could see them winning them this time around, and maybe the Good Brothers or someone else winning them back later.
Okay,
I think it's possible, or we could just get a non-finish.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, we could get something there, and maybe something happens at Rebellion for them. Maybe they meet back up at Rebellion. Who knows? But I'm along for the ride. I'm enjoying the ride, so I can't wait to see what they do.
Jay White with that promo with Eric Young was really cool too. Those two going back and forth, man. That was great stuff on the mic tonight between those two. So look, whatever comes of this, it's going to be really exciting to see. And is it going to come to a head at No Surrender? Or is it going to continue? I mean, the fact that Jay White is now working with AEW a little bit too, it looks like maybe they're going to stay in the States for a little bit. So if that's the case, maybe it will go on for a little bit, and we might see more and more of this. But what an amazing look, Eric Young. We were talking about people that WWE be sorry that they let go. We mentioned Deanna in the chat. Man, you got to be sorry you let that dude go. Yeah. That man, he is something else. He's amazing on the mic, and just a quintessential heel character for Eric Young, and he's just awesome at what he does. Oh man! All right, so let's go back to the Josh thing, Jeff. A gut feeling, because listen, you're the schwam of the show, so gut feeling, man, is in your opinion, from what you've seen, what's your gut telling you? Do you think he's gone, or do you think it's a work?
My gut tells me that he's gone.
Okay.
My heart wants to say that he stays and they're swerving us. And I would love that. I'm rooting for that. Especially since they mention him by name. But yeah, my gut tells me that he's gone.
Yeah. We didn't see Jonah on the show this week either. So it kind of makes me wonder, Adam Lambert was out already scouting Jonah. So makes me wonder if maybe, Jonah could end up being one of these surprises also in the near future, going somewhere else. So we'll see. But yeah, I have to agree with you. Like all this stuff on social media, the fact that he went out of his way to change his social media header, and he put that bookings thing up there. I could see if he put out the Impact the Impact farewell with the pictures and stuff like that, and not change this header and stuff. But the fact that he did that too, I don't know. It's just, my gut kind of tells me too. I think he's gone. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see.
We want to be wrong.
We do. We absolutely do.
We want this to be a part of a storyline.
Absolutely. Richard, listen, it's fun to fall for a storyline sometimes. That's the whole point. They're trying to grab you in. They're trying to suck you into something that you're not really sure if it's one thing or another. What's not fun in wrestling is to know ahead of time what the storyline is going to be, which so many times we do because you get all the dirt sheets that spoil everything. Or, I mean, listen, and anybody that's out there reading the dirt sheets and stuff for Impact, which I never do because I like to be surprised. But anyone who's out there reading that is probably already going to know because the dirt sheets are probably aware of that he's not in their tapings anymore and he's not, so they're probably already going to know it. But that's the whole point. That the storyline is supposed to be what sucks you in and what keeps you there, just to see what's going to go on. So we'll see. And I hope that we're both wrong, and I hope that that it is a storyline. So, my answer is the same as Jeff says. Chad, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I think that little break that we had after the show, I kind of just didn't want to believe it, but I don't know. I don't know. And it sucks because I kind of said that I thought that it looked very suspicious that they weren't giving him the title. With all the roadblocks that he called them that D'Amore was giving him, I kind of thought that was just putting him off, knowing full well that they couldn't give him the belt because he was going to go. So, I don't want to believe it, but Clay says, I miss Bailey. Good night, Clay. But yeah, so I mean, they were the big points, and we'll just close tonight with Jeff. What were I mean, other than those two things, what else kind of stood out to you on tonight's show?
The story between Mickey and Chelsea. That match looked very similar to things that we saw back in the day with Mickey and Trish Stratus.
Yep.
That was done really well, and honestly, what's going to happen with Morrissey? Because we saw the beating that he took.
Yep.
At the end there. So what's going to happen with him? Is he going to be able to make it for the match? And if not, is that an opportunity for Josh to go back?
Oh, that's a great point. I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a good point. Is Morrissey beaten up so bad that he can't show up? Wow, okay. I didn't even think of that one. Well, there you go. That gives me some positivity for tonight. There you go. I like that. For me, yeah, obviously Mickey and Chelsea, because I mean, I want to definitely see where that's going and see where they're headed and what direction with that. Also, the thing with because I mean, you had a who done it too. So who took out Jonathan Gresham? Was it Friendly Fire? Was it his former teammates over at Ring of Honor? Or was it Macklin, who obviously would want to do that to get his place on that team? Or was it Josh Alexander, who would take? Now that would be a complete twist in it because Josh would then end up being a heel pretty much if he did that. So that would be a complete turnaround. Josh played a heel before when he was in the North. He was a heel as well. So very, very interesting to see what's the who done it. We've got a who done it as well. Mark says, I agree. Could it be that we might seem back Impact not as part of the company full time, but as a forbidden door kind of thing this time with AEW, because I kind of got the sense that if they want to do business with them again after what happened at the Rumble, yeah, I mean, if they're gonna do things both ways with both companies, and they could, I guess, because I mean Jay White's working in both companies obviously now, so I guess they could do that if they want to continue to work with Impact and they want to have people jumping back and forth. I guess they could. Bigger swerve. It's Eddie Edwards. Ooh, that would definitely be a big swerve. Definitely be a big swerve. Oh, speaking of that, James Chadwick. Well, James, we had a development with Caleb with a K. Is Caleb with a K going to turn and go with the inspiration? We shall see. We shall see. All right, guys, we're going to cut it short. Like I said, we've got work to do. We've both got work in the morning, so we're going to head out a little early tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for coming out for the Impact stream like you all do every single week. We really, really appreciate that. Make sure you leave us a like on this stream as well as the other one if you haven't done so already. Mr. Mustard, Colonel Mustard, that is, backstage on the Library of the Candlestick. I said it was Macklin, said Chad. But yeah, so we're done for the week. Nothing for us tomorrow. Enjoy SmackDown. Enjoy Rampage if you're watching tomorrow. Nothing for us on Saturday, and nothing for us on Sunday because, of course, we have the big game in the Super Bowl, and we want to watch all kind of fun stuff that's going to go on with that. The game, of course, and all the cool stuff they're going to show. We will let you know about Monday and Abby's. We'll let you know what's going on with that. We'll keep you in the know as far as what we're going to do and whether we'll have that on Monday. If not, we will be right back here next Thursday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Impact Wrestling, and maybe we'll get to see some developments of what's going on in all these different angles. So that's it. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Hope you have a great day on Friday and a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, whoever you happen to be rooting for. Maybe you're just rooting for eating nachos and hot dogs, because why not? Or wings, because we're probably all going to be doing that too. So have a great weekend. Be kind to one another. Stay safe out there, and hopefully we will see you all on our next broadcast. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you all soon. Good night.